Welcome back to the channel, Laura's Art Place, and what I'm going to do today is just to actually look at ways of doing titles. So I've got a title here going from, this is my artist page, the starting of the book, and I actually like to write out my titles. But for those people who don't feel that they have good handwriting, there is always things like lettering, stencil lettering that you can do. Now remember, the bigger the images, yes, it is taking up room, but also it's good for headings. So I also have a larger one here that's even bigger, which actually would be really nice in that area there. And it's missing off the top bits, but it's actually too large. So just remember how much room you are actually taking up for the heading, okay? Because the artwork, it's about the artwork is important here. The other way of doing something, you can use small subtitles in various areas, especially if you're doing like evaluation, if you find that you need a title on your work. There's all various different types of actual stencils that you can buy. And if these are too normal for you, as in quite abstract in terms of design, you can always go on the internet and get out the alphabet from all the different fonts. And then you could trace it and then put it down that way. Just remember with tracing paper that you do need to trace on the back of what you've drawn out, so that it comes out the right way instead of just flipping it over. So as I say, I'm going to do the written side, but there's also a nice thing you can do, which is also taking blocks, which is basically stencil blocks, rubber blocks, and creating that. Now I've just got some pink here, and you can do it, and so that's like an N, and then make sure, the only thing is what I will say is the background does come out in the print as well. And if you are not wanting, that's quite hard because it's not overly pronounced, the actual design. Okay, so again, just depending on what you want, I think this is quite a nice way. I've done it upside down, never mind. It's a nice way of, if you're doing something a little bit smaller heading, or you've got a very colourful page and you're putting in things like that. But actually the background could be equally quite as nice, because you could make more of a feature of it and add in some fine liner around it. So this is what I thought I would show, lettering. I'm just going to start to draw out the lettering. I